Hey there, guys. It is me, back in the flesh again. Alex Swingle, your bro-in-law. I just like saying that all the time. It is like one of those sayings that just makes me giggle on the inside. And I came here to at least talk to you about this. I was going to like a random thrift store. I do that just to find like weird oddities and such. And I came upon this kind of treasure, if you will. It's very basic kind of thing. And it's just field manual from 1977 about how to take care of clothes and equipment. And these kind of materials, it's just from the Army kind of thing. Teaching you how to, do things properly, if you will. Like, stain removals, chapter 2, stuff like that, and how to wear your armor vest if need be, kind of stuff. And I do like that the armor vest does not protect against small arms fire. That's pretty funny. I bet the clone troopers would have appreciated that knowledge ahead of time. And one of the things that I learned pretty quickly about that is just this book alone, they tell you so many things about how to become the proper fighter. And this really spoke to me because it's one of those things where I always try to press on to people that when they say they're going to be the fighter, it's not a catch-all term. The fighter is somebody who, yes, may be only good at that one thing, but it takes talent to be an actual fighter if you wanted to call yourself one. You can't be a 4-year-old and call yourself a level 1 fighter. I mean, you can, but it's not beyond, it's not even close to realistic if you wanted to even claim realism kind of things. I mean, there's a lot to learn, and this is just one example of the modern day fighter. Like, for example, just right here, I wanted to get to this page especially. Heavy marching, light marching. Now, all you guys who are actually, who are in the military or have experience in the military, you already know about this kind of thing. But the thing that was so interesting to see about that is it goes to show you that, if you actually were trying to do military kind of campaigns where you had fighters or anything like that, they would know these kind of things. Heavy marching, by the way, is when you have no plans of ever doing anything beyond marching. So you carry all your equipment with you, your 10-foot poles and your ladders and all that shit, where you would just be exhausted marching afterwards. And meanwhile, if you did light marching, is you are battle ready. And this is something that is typical of adventurers, if you wanted to do in a role-playing setting. But just alone, this is a compilation, a grouping of these pieces of knowledge that you would find for that, because the belt for when you're loading equipment, strapping stuff. And this is stuff that your character, if you had to pick a fighter, you're going to learn these things. They're not going to learn these exact things because there's things called radios and ammunition belts, for bullets that wouldn't exist in your game. More than likely, they wouldn't exist in your game. And it's just one of those things where, yeah, I really hope you guys take that into consideration when you make your fighter. And again, not all fighters are created equal, but it's stuff like this that would be really important for you to pick out for your character when, that you do your life history for them, because they were trained. They may not be trained in the art of wushu, but they may be trained in how to brawl properly. They may be trained how to fight dirty, just flat out, that kind of thing. And it gives you so much more range when you pick a fighter than to just give the catch-all phrase, "Oh, I'm a fighter, and I don't really know what I'm doing," kind of things. So, yeah, it's very brief to the point. This video is, start looking some of this stuff up, because you will be surprised. Oh, look at that one right there. They're teaching you how to pick up litter, as well as carry an injured person with you, just by using straps, with all your normal equipment if you were a U.S. soldier. And how to carry heavy equipment with backpacks, with packboards. yeah, there's so much that goes into actually being a trained, experienced adventurer that if you wanted to give that impression to people, it would be a good idea to try and find one of these, maybe like an army surplus store kind of thing, because they have these lying around. I kid you not. I am. This is not the first book I've ever found, like just randomly at a thrift store kind of thing. I found quite a few of these, and yeah, pick these up, read it, and you will definitely appreciate the life of someone who has to be on the road, not in the comfort of their living room, talking about being a fighter or talking about being an adventurer, and it will help you that much more in immersing yourselves in the art of being a badass, as they say. Yeah, that's about it. You guys have fun and happy gaming. Bye-bye.